Hi, this is Scott with Etrailer. Today we'll be taking a look at and installing our Etrailer Class 3 hitch for our 2024 Volkswagen Tiguan. The Etrailer hitch is a really nice looking hitch. It's flat black. It's going to have a hidden cross tube design on this one. The only thing you're really going to see hanging down is this portion of your hitch. Another nice thing about it, it's going to be good if you want to get set up for hauling bike racks, cargo carriers. You can also couple it with a ball mount and hook up with some wiring, and you'll be able to pull small trailers really easily with this hitch setup. This hitch is going to have a 5/8 pinhole, and that's going to take your standard pin, or you can also get one of the optional locking pins, and that's going to lock on any of your accessories to keep those secure. This hitch will not come with a pin and clip, so you may want to pick them up with Etrailer, but a lot of your accessories will have those with those. Your safety chain loops are going to be able to accommodate your normal style hook, or you can have the S-style safety hooks. Those are going to keep your trailer on the back of your vehicle for you. As far as measurements go, from the center of your pinhole to the edge of the bumper, you're looking at right around 4 inches. With that measurement, you'll be able to find out if any of your accessories are going to make contact with the back of your vehicle when they are stowed up. From the ground to the top of our receiver tube, we're looking at 12 inches. And with that, we'll help you decide if you need to have any rise in the shank of any of your accessories, like your bike carriers or cargo carriers. As far as our weight capacities go, we're going to have a tongue weight rating of 525 pounds, and that's the weight pushing down on this portion of the tongue. And that will be for the combination of all your bikes and your bike rack or your cargo carrier and everything you have on that. As far as towing capacity, we're looking at a gross trailer weight rating of 3,500 pounds, and that is the weight of your trailer and everything that you have on your trailer. As far as installation goes, it's kind of a straightforward installation. If it's something you don't feel like tackling yourself or you don't have time, you can always take a look at our dealer locator and get it installed locally for you. If it's something you feel like doing yourself, you can always stick around and watch our video. And once you do get it installed, we'd love to see some of your pictures and maybe let us know how you're using it. Other than that, let's go ahead and get it installed. To start our installation, we are working on the R model today, so we're going to have this plastic panel underneath that we're going to have to remove. So we have two 10mm nuts up underneath here. We're going to get backed out. Now we're going to have 5 T25 star bits across the back. We'll get those removed and we can get this plastic panel out of the way. With all of our screws removed, we can remove our panel. One thing to note when we get ready to install our hitch is there is going to be a sealant, almost like a really thick gluey undercoating under here on the side of your frame. Now towards the back, where it kind of meets up with your bumper mount, you're going to want to get a lot of that off of there, clear up into the corner. Sometimes what happens with these is you'll try and push your hitch up into place and that sealant will get in the way and it won't allow your holes to line up. So it's a good idea to try and use a scraper, or what I'm going to use is a multi-tool today, and get some of that out of the way. Once we have it all scraped back, we just shoot it with a little black paint to make sure we don't get any rust or corrosion. For the next step, we are going to need to get our exhaust drop down. So what I'm going to do is take a cam buckle strap and go forward more on our exhaust and find a good spot to put our hook. And what that's going to do is support our exhaust when we break it loose so it doesn't drop down too far. We're going to have two 13mm bolts for our exhaust. Just want to support it a little bit. And get those out on both sides. With our bolts out, we'll just hold up on our exhaust and slowly let off on our cam buckle strap. And we'll just let our exhaust hang right there. Now we can get our hardware put in place. We're going to use our fish wire that comes in our kit. Now we're going to start with our fish wire, and we're going to take our coiled end and run it into our rearmost hole in our frame. We're going to run that forward to our access hole here. Reach in there with your finger and grab that coil end and pull that out. Make sure you leave your wire hang out the hole over on this side. We're going to take our spacer block, run a spacer block up onto our coiled end. Then we're just going to take our carriage bolt and thread it onto the coil. And just run it up right to the end there. Now we can push our spacer block in and run our carriage bolt into the frame and pull that back. And just give it a little jiggle and pull it through the hole. And we'll do the same for this hole right here on the front. Now with an extra set of hands, we'll get our hitch put in place. We're going to need to get our fish wires run in through their corresponding holes on our hitch. And we have our hardware pushed back in. And once we get our hitch popped in place, what we're going to have to do is wiggle our fish wires through. Now this part can be a little tricky. You're going to have to get your hitch moved around to get your hardware to pop through. Now if you're having issues trying to get the holes to line up, you may need to scrape some more of that sealant off along your frame. These can be a little bit tricky to get in place, so just try not to mess up your fish wires if you can. Once you have all your hardware in place, you can come back through and just snug them down. Now we'll go back through and we'll torque down our hardware to the specifications listed in our instruction manual. If you don't have a torque wrench, you can always look them up here on Etrailer, or maybe you can borrow one at your local automotive store. With our hardware all torqued down, now we can get our exhaust put back into place. With our exhaust back up, that'll do it for our installation. I'm Scott with Etrailer. Thanks for watching.